Okay, I just want to preface this video by saying I did not originally create this farm. I had someone in my stream ask me, hey, how did you make your Enderman farm? I could not find the video because I built this farm back in 1.11.2. I am in the 1.16 snapshot 20W16A, and this farm still works. So I'm going to show you guys how to build it. If you guys have seen this before by another creator, please give me the link because I would love to give them credit. I just personally couldn't find it, so I'm recreating it so that you guys know how to build it. Alright, so the first step into building your farm is to light up the entire area outside of the pillars because you want all of your Endermen spawning in between these pillars near the middle of the island. So this is going to take a lot of torches, so make sure you have a lot of coal and sticks and everything. This took me around 20 stacks of torches to do. Okay, so you should have the entire outside of these pillars lit up. You also want to light up the top of these pillars to stop Endermen from spawning up here, because they can also spawn up here and that will affect spawn rates. As well, what you want to do is break the torches connected to the end portal. Oops. And then what you're also going to want to do is grab yourself some slabs. And this isn't required, but it helps with spawn rates, is actually cover up the entire portal and just leave one open for when you need to leave. So what I usually do is I bring a slab with me, and then when I leave I break one, go through, and then when I come back I place it to use the farm. Alright, we're actually not done lighting up the island yet. For this part I recommend having an elytra or a water bucket because you need to come down here and light all of this up. Now it isn't required, but it does help with the spawn rates. So if you do this, you'll get more Enderman spawns up on top where they will fall into the farm compared to down here where they will not be attracted to the farm. Okay, so here are a list of materials that you need. This will also be in the description. You're going to need 2 water buckets, some ender pearls because you're going to need to spawn an endermite, 4 slabs, doesn't matter what kind, 4 trap doors, 2 rails, a minecart, some building blocks, you don't need 64, just some building blocks in general, 2 signs, and a name tag. Some other things that you're going to want to have but aren't necessary are ladders, hoppers, and chests. Okay, so you want to go to the middle of the island and you want to dig out a 6x5 area here. So this is where the Endermen are going to fall in. But one important thing is on one side of this is to leave 2 blocks here. And you're going to dig this 3 down, the entire thing, leaving those 2 blocks here. So on one side, you should have a 1 block gap here and a 3 block gap here. So once you dig all of this out, what you're going to want to do is put water in 2 of the corners. So what this is for is if the Endermen accidentally fall in, they can still be pushed into the farm. Now you're going to want to put 2 signs right here to stop the water, and you're going to dig this out as well, and then dig this down. Now you don't want to dig it super far down so the Endermen don't die, but digging it around 10-15 blocks isn't bad because then there's no chance that you will die, or the Enderman will die, or that you'll fall through the map. Now you're going to want to put your chest and hopper system down here before you do anything else because once the Endermen start falling you will not be able to put this in. You're also going to want to break around it so that you can hit the Endermen. They can still hit you if you're close, but they can't teleport out if you keep the ceiling at this height, so make sure you do not break the ceiling 3 high, otherwise Endermen will teleport out and they will attack you. So you're going to want to put 4 trap doors here and then open them, and this makes the Enderman think that he can walk across this, but in reality they're going to fall down to the bottom. Alright, this is where your building blocks come into play because you're going to want to build 2 blocks up on each side and then put slabs on top of each and break these blocks. So this gets the Enderman going straight into here instead of going it from the side because you're going to have a Endermite in the middle. Alright, now you want to come onto these blocks here and build 3 blocks up and build yourself a little platform here. This is where you're going to have the Endermite, so you want to have this area up where the Enderman can't get to the Endermite. Now a little tip here is once you build it, actually put walls on it because once the Endermen detect that there's an Endermite spawned, they will all start attacking, and you don't want a chance that that Endermite is going to die. So how I did it was I boxed in all of the walls, and then I put a ceiling on top of it so that Enderman could not teleport in. So it should look something like this. Now this is only temporary, so you won't have to worry about this being here forever, so it doesn't have to look good. So you're going to put some rails down for your minecart, and you're going to put your minecart down. Now you're going to throw some ender pearls here until my minecart just disappeared. until you get an endermite to spawn. So once one spawns, you're going to put down the minecart and name it. This is a lot more difficult, obviously, in survival. And now he's in the minecart. So the hard part about this is trying to get the minecart to stay in the middle here. So you're going to break every other block and then get the minecart right to the middle. You don't need the rails anymore, so you can just move the minecart freely. Now what you're going to want to do is break down all of these walls. The Endermen are going to notice that there is now an Endermite here. So I break down all of these walls, and then break every block around besides the block that the Endermite is on. So now as you see, all of the Endermen are coming trying to get to that Endermite, but they won't be able to get to it. Now, what I recommend doing is putting a water bucket down here with water and then breaking 2 all of the way up and placing ladders so that you can easily come down and go back up. You can also do water elevators or anything like that. I just do ladders because it's easier, and with the water I can drop directly down. One other thing I recommend doing is breaking these blocks and turning them into half slabs so that the Enderman cannot teleport or spawn on top of it, and there's no chance that the Endermite will get killed with them on top. And just like that, you have a working Enderman XP farm. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, hit that like and subscribe button, and I will see you guys all later. Goodbye.